What's up, everyone? It's me, Bobby G, back for another episode of continuing through the medium section of Contraption Maker. And if you've been following along thus far, you know that we've just got done with Over Troubled Water and Free the Balloon. I still really like that background there on Over Troubled Water. But we're moving right along to I Want That. And I think one of our canine friends is going to be interested in some food here. Surprise, surprise, Tinker is hungry again. Knock his food bag over so he can eat. And there's our buddy Tinker. And as we always say, folks, let's just get right into it and see what the moving part may be. And as we can tell, it is the blimp, of course, excuse me. But somehow, is this hamster wheel supposed to get moving for some reason? I'm not really quite sure there. Let's speed this up a little bit just because this this blimp is going to take a little while to get over here. Let's just see what happens. And it just explodes, so nothing too important there, it seems, anyway. Nothing too important, it seems. Let's see what we've got here. Maybe this candle will power the solar panel just on its own. And that seems to be the case, at least somewhat. And maybe the trick here is we want this blimp to fall and hit the hamster wheel. That sounds somewhat likely. Let's see if we can get that to happen. Not quite. Not quite. Let's see if we can get it or not. No, just barely. I'm not sure if that's actually supposed to be what happens or not. But alright, well, I'm actually somewhat confused at the moment. Looks like we can't really get that cannonball in there. But this is a bomb. I thought this was a cannonball, and that is not the case. This is a bomb. So what is this bomb going to be able to do for us? Anything? Not exactly, huh? Not exactly. And I think it'll just fall. Yeah. It'll fall if we don't have it placed anyway. Alright, we're going to reset the puzzle here. Because I'm actually not sure of the point. I am not sure of the point just yet. Not in the least. Not in the least. Maybe something like this. I bet the cannon has to actually hit. I think that's what's going on here. Cannon has to hit the fist, which will of course hit the bag and feed our little friend. But that does not tell us how our hamster friend is going to get started here. Because I still think that the blimp has to fall and kind of hit the wheel. But you know, so far I don't really see that. And this is as far as we can go on the solar panel, as far as giving the candle a head start. Just ain't working here. I wonder if we put it on the blimp. Nope. Although that looks like it has some potential merit. Not really. what is the purpose of this bomb? Maybe the bomb is actually gonna make the candle fly to the right? That is possible, right? I think. Well, almost. We might not even need the solar panel, to be honest. Well, I guess that's not true, because because this blimp falling over the hamster wheel didn't work anyway. I thought it would. There's got to be something to this here. Something. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we finally got it, ladies and gentlemen. After all that work, I kind of want to see it work one more time. That's funny. Alright, that one was a little tough, but our buddy got fed at least. Now on to playing with fire. If you aren't supposed to play with fire, then why is it so fun? It's kind of creepy. See if you can light the candle. Alright. Well, I could probably manage at least that much. One way or another. One way or another, I think I could manage at least that much. Maybe something like this, and maybe light the old rocket ship, and maybe the paper lantern is what actually needs to, no wait, no wait, let's just see what happens. See, that'll at least do that much. Will that actually light our paper lantern? It will. And then will the rocket then get ignited from the paper lantern and potentially fly across the screen and light the candle? Not necessarily, because why? Because I think we need a little something like this, actually. Let's try. Hey, now that one was darn right easy. Pretty good. On to pop the balloon. A lot of ones like this. The balloon has been misbehaving. It's time to pop it. Well, that sounds like cruel and unusual punishment. But who am I to judge in this crazy world? Who am I to judge in this crazy world? Let's see here. All sorts of anti-gravity things going on here. All sorts. All sorts. But what does that mean for us? What does that mean for us? I think the hamster cage will be in the way of the balloon if I put it there. But the switch will likely turn on. Oh, wait a sec. Maybe something like this. The balloon should turn the switch on, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining myself this episode, I don't feel. But, well, let's just see if that much works. And it does. That much, in fact, works. But I think that the balloon probably has to get a little bit of help and fly over this way. Let's see if we're onto something here, because the balloon just falls flat once it kind of gets to these anti-gravity things, obviously because... What's going on here? Obviously because the gravity is turned off for the balloon, so it falls down, as you can see here. Well, we almost... I guess we don't need the balloon to touch any of the gravity things. Okay. Well, it's going the wrong way. That's for starters. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. And now we need the fan to do a little work for us, but how? Can we flip these upside down? No, we can't. So how is the... Oh, well the fan will get powered like this, of course. That'll blow the balloon over this way. Probably need a anti-gravity thing about there. Maybe another one about here? Let's just see what happens. I don't see a place for the hamster cage yet. But let's see. Might need it to block the balloon, to be honest. No, no. Okay, well, I was almost spot on here. I think we just need one more gravity pod. And I think we'll be good to go. The balloon will make its way down and get popped for misbehaving. A common faux pas in young balloons. Just a little bit of adjusting needed for the gravity pad on the bottom. Let's see if this time is the trick, so to speak. Nope, not quite. So what is it that's going on here? Turn the speed up a little bit just to kind of get this one done, and there we go. Alright, well that one wasn't so bad either. Rocket science. It's time to bust out of this cave. Blow up the nitro to blast the way out. Okay, here's the nitro. We have a couple moving parts. Well, I got tricked there. It looks like little moistures falling off of these stalagmites, or is it stalactites? I'm not too sure. What is that rocket gonna do for us? That's a little confusing. Well, first things first. I would say that the belt obviously is going to go on the conveyor belt. There's one belt, one conveyor. They go together naturally, of course. The next thing, perhaps, would be to get this silly little rocket to smack into the hamster wheel. But it might want to go this way. Let's see, just make sure. Yep, that still works. But then what are we going to do? But then what are we going to do? Not sure if that's necessary. Not sure what's necessary. Alright. Well, see, unfortunately this rocket is falling basically exactly where the bowling ball is. So either we're supposed to get this rocket to blast off, or, or it's, I'm not sure, or what. Yeah, I really don't know at the moment. Let's get rid of these. Not sure what that's going to do for us. Well, we obviously need something going on here with the teeter-totter and the rope. Obviously something needs to happen. But what? I don't think that just putting a lighter underneath the nitro whatever is going to do the trick. No. And to be honest, the teeter-totter, the rocket does the job for the teeter-totter. Okay, let's think for a moment. If we put all these pipes in front, it's probably going to get blocked, right? And you can't, oh, you can turn the pipe. It's always so confusing. But if we, like I said, if we do this, the darn pipe's in the way of the rocket. helping at all. And what's the only moving part in this whole discussion? It's, of course, the darn rocket. The rocket is the only thing that could even get the hamster wheel moving in the first place. Am I wrong? Alright, so there's enough room for the rocket to kind of fall down. Even with the teeter-totter, how about if I do it like this? Maybe we need to move. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How is this helping? How is this helping? I am so confused. I am so confused. I am so confused. There's just nothing more to say. Other than I'm so confused. It is comical at this point. The darn bowling ball almost goes in the pipe better than the rocket. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm beyond confused. How far can we get this teeter-totter down here before it will? Maybe we don't need this at all. What'll happen here? Maybe the darn bowling ball will help. Is it possible the darn bowling ball will help? Oh, why? No. Well, thankfully the magnifying glass doesn't respect the walls. Oh my gosh, folks. Oh my goodness gracious. That took a lot of thinking for some reason, and it was more trial and error at the end than thinking, I think. Rocket science indeed is the name of this puzzle, and I feel like I just solved some sort of aeronautic something. Oh, my brain is fried. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to thank you if you stuck it out this long. We're still making our way through these medium puzzles. After this one, I'm fearing the hard puzzles, but we're going to do it, folks. Thanks for joining me. As always, this is Bobby G. We'll see you next time.